Welcome, welcome, welcome to the ill blur. Magic shooby-doo-doo, oh yeah. Welcome back to Ill Blur. Maddie, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. And today's new video is going to be a story time. So story time on how I got into Static Shock. So let's get right into it. So Static Shock, I got into, it starts off me literally, I think I was at home and I was like flicking through the channels trying to see what was on, and then I come across this like trailer. I'm like, what is this? You know what I'm saying? Literally. And I was like, this trailer looks really interesting, you know what I'm saying? And I eventually find out, you know what I'm saying, this is gonna come on Warner Brothers, you know what I'm saying, Saturday morning cartoons. And I was like, oh, this is a new show. Bet. Like I'm saying to myself, like, this is looking good, all right? So let's fast forward. So Saturday comes along, and I remember like just literally turning on to watch the show. Like literally, I'm turning it on, you know, turn the TV on. I was like, yo, I'm just loving like how they're introducing his character and everything, and him just like trying to balance the school life with him being a superhero fighting all these different villains and stuff. And he also has his best friend that's a white boy that's kind of, you know what I'm saying, his best friend, Richie. I was impressed. I liked the song, you know what I'm saying, that came with Static Shock. And I knew WB was catering. Y'all was catering to the urban audience, all right? Y'all was catering. I saw that, you know, because Static Shock differed from his counterparts. Even though it was DC, it differed. With Batman, Superman, bullets was bouncing off of characters and stuff. We didn't see that with Static Shock. We didn't see that with Static Shock, you know what I'm saying, to some degree, where bullets just bouncing off the hero and stuff, you know. I think the first episode for me was very interesting. I liked the premises of it. Him being a high school student, being a teenager in an urban community, and just how he was going through things in school. We had this one guy called High Streak that was like pretty much like his arch nemesis that we're introduced to in pretty much the first season, and then pretty much onward to like a couple seasons down the line. We're introduced to his family life, like how his family is. The only thing is missing is a mother. His mother died in some type of accident, pretty much. And pretty much his father is raising him and his sister Sharon. So I invested into the show when I seen like how this dynamics work for it. And it was like something like, you know, very fresh and new. You know what I'm saying? I was like, DC, really? Y'all really took a risk with this show, bro. Y'all really took a risk with this show. So like I get into the show. The first episode impressed me enough to like want to learn more about this character, because I'm like, this is a DC character, but this is not main core DC, all right? This is like milestone, independent Dakota-verse, pretty much, you know. And I literally remember watching it every Saturday. It touched on some very topics that we see in the urban community: violence, gun violence. We did see that too. Peer pressure, depression. So, you know what I'm saying, a household without a mother, because remember his mother died. There's even an episode, by the way, if you guys were true Static Shock fans, where he goes back into the past to like try to change things so his mother could be back in his life. And then he realizes, like, even if I was to change this, it wouldn't still make a difference to some degree. I thought the show delivered. I like each season he got, you know what I'm saying, first season he had his regular costume, eventually he ends up getting better costumes. Also, what I liked about the show was we had special features, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes we got the Justice League working with Static. We've had Batman work with Static. We've had Superman work with Static. Even Black Lightning. I was like, yo, like, this is really interesting that they, you know, they're really like pushing this show out there and just like what, you know, representing like black people, because like I said, at the time we didn't have any show where majority of the people were black in the show. You know what I'm saying? So I thought Warner Brothers really took a risk with the show. And I love the show for what it was. I was like, man, this is incredible. You know what I'm saying? But let's fast forward to the last season. So the last season was pretty much season 4 of Static Shock. And, you know, I was disappointed when I heard the news that we weren't getting a season 5 for Static Shock. I'm like, why? Why are we not getting a season 5 for Static Shock? Like, it's doing well. It has a catchy theme. Lil Romeo rapping on the theme, excuse me. And I thought that the show was really like diverse. You know what I'm saying? Like, we haven't seen anything like this on TV, all right? On Warner Brothers, on WB, you know, what up, my baby, you know. And literally, I remember searching the internet, and trying to figure out, like, are we gonna get a season 5 for Static Shock? And I heard the news, and I was like, oh, no. I was just like, this is crazy, because I really like where the show was going. I think personally, the toy sales killed it. That's what I found out. The toy sales, what was happening was, in order for the Static Shock show to, get another season, was based on toy sales. So the toy sales for the figurines was the reason why we weren't getting another show. And I'm just like, ouch. But over the time, you know what I'm saying, it's good to see that we see Static and other stuff. After the show was gone, he's in Young Justice. You know what I'm saying, he's been in that for quite a bit. He also is going to have his own, literally, standalone film for DC, pretty much, that Michael B. Jordan will be producing. So I can't wait to see how that's going to come about, because Michael B. Jordan's been making moves. All right? But let me tell you guys, what do you guys think about this? What was your first introduction to Static Shock? If you saw the show while you were growing up, how did you figure out that we weren't getting another season for the show? And what are some of your characters that you like from pretty much the show? I think Virgil was my favorite. I know it sounds like it's a bias. Like, you got a bias, bro. You got a bias. But I like Virgil's character probably the most. I liked the other character, Anatsi. He was like shown in a couple episodes. And I like Rubber Band Man. He was like hero turned villain, you know. But this is your boy Ill Blur. Matter, guys, thanks for watching. Until next time, have a great one. Ill Blur Matic, and the saga continues. Oh.